Hello, my name is Dawson Fenton, and my goal today is to inform you about the use of medical marijuana. I picked this subject because I'm really not informed that much about it, and obviously, in the United States, there's a lot of talk about the benefits and the whatnot of marijuana. People know other people that use it. You may have been around it. There could be bad words about it. There could be good words about it. My goal today is just to help you understand some of the medicinal purposes and maybe possibly the cons that you see. So first, before we dive into details, I'd like to just talk about where it originated from and some of the ideas of where that came from. People believe humans have been using it for thousands of years, possibly tens of thousands of years. The term marijuana first comes from Mexico. It's been actually illegal for less than 1% of the time since we first used it. The precise location from marijuana is still unknown, but over time we get details and everything else from other countries and other details. For medicinal purposes, over 6,000 years ago was the first time it's been used. It actually has been cultivated for 10 to 12,000 years ago, and the first possible use of marijuana was around 30,000 years ago. Some scientists first believe that cannabis plants originated in the Pakistan regions around 2.3 million years ago. And throughout the long pre-modern and modern world, cannabis came to the United States at about the early 20th century. It arrived in the southwest region in the United States via Mexico from the immigrants fleeing from across the country from the Mexican Revolution around 1910 to 1911. It is a very fast-growing plant, so it's easy to cultivate and transport. So now that we kind of understand where it originated from, let's see the pros and how it affects your body and medicinal purposes. The World Health Organization had proved that CBD has little to no side effects. It can also help prevent with Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, scoliosis, anxiety, pain, depression, and cancer. Cannabis also contains CBD. It impacts the brain, but it doesn't have the THC, which gives like the high that people can get from marijuana usage. Fighting cancer, studies have proven that it can deal with cancer issues and other things like that. It can also help control seizures, epilepsy, PTSD. PTSD with veterans, they tried to pass a bill that veterans that come back are able to use medicinal purposes of marijuana to deal with PTSD. They have a very hard time sleeping. They have bad anxiety. They're just in a very bad place mentally, trying to come back from what they had to deal with. So those are some benefits of using medical marijuana. And now let's talk about some negative side effects. Voters in 23 states have tried to pass laws that you can dispose marijuana as long as a doctor approves. It is illegal under federal law. Marijuana has many chemicals, over 500 chemicals from plant to plant. Also some issues with using it while driving. Some accidents, a lot of accidents actually have caused by marijuana usage. In the workplace, having people smoke and whatever conditions they're on under the marijuana usage. There's also very possible that it can be abusive. It can be addicting, and also has many cancer-causing components. With brain development from THC, it could slow brain development over time. and you can also develop cannabinoid hypervenous syndrome. It can, over time of medical usage of marijuana, you can have nausea, vomiting, and all those other symptoms. So, even though many states have legalized the usage of cannabis for medicinal purposes and also recreational usage, there needs to be more moves by the policymakers of the United States to have it be able to be accepted and to be purchased in the United States.